As we know, it's your 1,000th game as a manager. This weekend, a great achievement. Could you possibly have imagined this back when you started coaching at Barca B?
2,000 press conferences. Oh, what an honor. That was the best moment. 2,000 press conferences, plus flash interviews. No, when I start, obviously no, but there's a joy. I enjoy every single, no, I would say I'm a liar. I didn't enjoy every single moment, but I enjoy a lot the journey, yeah. I've been nice, I've been top. I've been blessed, I would say.
This is obviously game 1,000, but do you remember game 1 and how you felt?
Yeah, more insecure than now, but at the same time, yeah. Or maybe, to be honest, I don't remember. It's a long time ago.
This is obviously a great game to reach 1,000, yeah. City, Liverpool. Does it look like both clubs are now heading towards their best form again?
Listen, if I have to choose one rival to this personal, of course, Milestone, that of course I want to share with many, many people, obviously. That would be the best. If you tell me, because I've been longer than ever in this country, of course Barcelona, the impact in my life and as a ball boy, football player and manager and so on is obviously, and of course Bayern was an incredible step as well. But Liverpool, especially with Jurgen, have been the biggest rival in this country and could not be better, to be honest. So the Destiny universe, I decided for that, and yeah, nice to leave it, and our best. I know how quick it is that everything goes here, right? So 1 week ago, Liverpool, 6 defeats, I don't know, but a disaster, 1-2, now is the come back at the best. I'm pretty sure that all the managers have taken a little bit more perspective for what is the situation, and always they have ups and downs in a competition, and I have a higher opinion about Liverpool right now, last season, and we were losing 6 games in that 7 games. So it's the same.
Hi, Pep. We'll start with a quiz question. 999 games. How many victories have you achieved? Do you know?
I know. Of course I know. A lot.
How many of those stats do you keep in your mind? Are you aware of?
Well, the numbers are insane. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm arrogant, presumptuous, but they're insane. If you see, because I'm not living thinking how many, but when you have the milestone and you read what you have done, the 100, I don't know, the victories, average, not just in Premier League, in Champions League and so on, we have done incredible things in Barcelona, Bayern Munich here, incredible. So difficult to reach it. And if I start again, I will not reach it. So it's too much games, a few defeats, comparing 1,000 games, and hopefully tomorrow we can, or on Sunday, we can continue.
You've had many title tussles with Liverpool. Have they been the opponent that has pushed you the most to try and be the best version of yourself?
Absolutely. Absolutely. For the timing, for time. I think we push Liverpool to be better, and Liverpool push us to be better. That's for sure. Yeah.
And during this run of games, has there been one moment that stands out, one game that's your favourite?
In this 1,000? Oh, I don't know. There are a lot. There is not one. I could not choose one. There are a few that I have a good memories, and the bad ones as well. So, one taking perspective, the moment when you lose an important game, a big defeat, it looks like the end of the world. And now, in perspective, it's part of the journey, part of you grow. You know, it's to be a better team, better manager. Always attack. I learned from to handle it better, the good moments and especially bad moments. So. Before it was, no, and now it's, yeah, tomorrow sunrise again and learn from here and go to the other one. It's the best. But the terms of the consistency and the amount of not just numbers. I'm here for the titles, for the numbers, otherwise there will be another person. But what I said before, in this time, have been unbelievable. The journey and the experiences with the people I live with. All the players, because always when disappointed between them and myself, it's because they didn't play. no another reasons, but the respect that we had each other in Barcelona, here in Munich, have been outstanding.
Hi, Pep. Many people say that throughout your career, you changed core aspects of how football is played worldwide. Do you also see that?
No, I don't know. So that's for sure. In this time, I played the teams. I try to make our teams play alongside my staff, back with my staff, and all the players the way I wanted. I didn't betray 1 second my feelings, no one. And in that process, I learned a lot, and I changed many things. But the fundamentals, what I believe deep inside of my heart, I didn't betray once. And when I betray, it's because after that I said, oh, what? Because take a bad decisions or play bad or the opponent is better, that doesn't mean I feel I did something I could not believe. And that never happened. Never. So always I try to finish the game. I said, oh, I like the team, how they play. And in this moment, of course, I changed many things, especially because any player is different. And any squad and any season and any country I train is different. So that's why I adapt, of course, the quality of the players.
I know you don't like to look much ahead, but are we going to see you here?
No, don't ask me 1,000 more.
2,000 more press conferences?
I am saying what you can. No. It's too much.
Hi, Pep. Just on Liverpool, you mentioned a couple of minutes ago that they had this run of sort of 6 defeats in 7 games. You maybe had a bit of a similar one at this time last year. I mean, is that something you can explain, or did that come as a shock to you? And what do you make of them this season? You
have to live it. As I say, when you are in a long period, you live this kind of thing. There is no one manager and no club don't live this kind of situations. You tell me 10 years here, we lived 2 or 3 months bad last season, right? The last of the time was up and down, but we were incredible high all the time. And in the perspective in 10 years, here in Manchester, we have November to January, February, bad, really bad. That define the team or the culture of the club? Come on. Yeah, it happened. We have a lot of injuries, a lot of problems. The team is better. We need to have energy. My decision for myself, for my staff. It happened. Important is how you come back. And that is to try to do better. Now it's not perfect, so we won 4-1, but we start really poor. After concede 3-1, we suffer a lot. We have to adjust the same things. Always you can do better, and that's why we are here. And that's why I think we had the success we had all together in this milestone, because always we try to go forward. Always we can not. I think the results, the good ones, hide sometimes the reality. How is the team in that moment? And that I would be so critical in positive way to the team, to myself, to what you have to do to get in better. Otherwise, after win a lot or a little bit, start to complacency, start to say sitting on the chair, and after that you cannot achieve what we achieved together in these magnificent 3 clubs.
Hi, Pep. Sir Alex Ferguson once said the secret to his success was good players. Simple as that. I'm sure you would agree to some extent. But how do you continue to motivate players again and again to achieve when you and they have achieved so much?
I'm completely agree with Sir Alex. Completely agree. I said 1,000 million times. It looks like I am false, humility or something like that, but that is the reality. So these amounts of percentage, I don't know, it's beyond the 70% of the victories, and every 10 games we win 7, we lost 1.5 or 2, and we'll draw 1 or 2. What does happen? It can happen because you are in Barcelona, the players I had, in Munich, the players I had, and in Man City, the players I had and I have. No more secrets. And after that is a lot of hard work, a lot. Dedication, passion, love, and that nobody beat me. So I love that game, and I love to scrutinize, the secrets of what can do the opponents and do that, and how play Dortmund, how play Bournemouth before. It's completely different the way they play, how you do it, how you do that, convince the players, going together. And all the time, the players follow me, all the time. Not just them follow me because they were sad because they didn't play, and that is more than understandable. But the rest, when I said go there, they follow me, all the time. But when they play, they are sad, of course, and that is just patient and work harder, because maybe tomorrow around the corner you have a chance to play and show I was wrong. And this is the only way. Only way. If I start to complain because the club don't give me the players, or the Premier Leagues, or National Federation, German Federation, Spanish, or whatever, the first step for fail, for sure.
Hi, Pep. Obviously, both City and Liverpool are chasing Arsenal at the moment, who have started really, really well. A couple of years ago, Arsenal had 50 points in the first half of the season, and you were still able to catch them and win the title. Does that give you confidence, or possibly Liverpool confidence, that however well Arsenal start, there's always that chance and that possibility that you can still catch them?
Well, they continue in that way, that they play games. They don't concede goals, not even clear chances, and they win. Oh my God, it will be so almost impossible. But always you expect you will be better, and they can drop points after the emotional part of the game, and you can be there. All we can do is win our games and be in there close, and they have to come here, and many things in the seasons that we experience. But of course, it's the last 2 or 3 years after the process to rebuild the club and rebuild the team, and being there, go to the market many years, they are there. And of course, it's exceptional what they are doing for already 2 or 3 seasons, and it looks like, and every time it's closer, but we are early November. And early November, nobody wins the title. You can lose it, but nobody wins the title.
Hi, Pep. Obviously, we've spoken about so many games that you've been in charge of. Liverpool, Man City games, but also Barcelona, Real Madrid games. Arne Slot today likened the Liverpool-Man City rivalry to El Clasico. You've obviously managed in both matches. I mean, how do they compare for you in terms of rivalries and matches?
But the rumor like is in Barcelona, Madrid, the external noise is 1,000 times higher, louder than here. Here at the end, you play a big rivals, and you arrive with a sense of peace, and do what you have to do. In the moment of the game, the crowd and the stadium is quite similar. Even it's fantastic. Maybe we help Man City to create this rivalry for the last decade. Before, I think it was United, Liverpool, I guess, no? And Arsenal also as well, and Chelsea, derbies of London. Here we have our rival was United, I think, for the history. But what happened with the Jurgen period, in our period, of course, have been the biggest, because except maybe the first season, always we split the Premier Leagues between them and ourselves. And always I said, I enjoy a lot this healthy rivalry that we had both clubs. Everyone wants, and I had the feeling that how much we respect each other. I don't know the clubs, but in terms of Jurgen's side or Pep's side, and that, I think we respect a lot each other. And I had the feeling that Jurgen gave me a lot, and I miss him. Gave me a lot in sense of how, to beat that guy, how much I have to think and work and do it and make it better. And that belongs to Liverpool and ourselves.
Can I just take a check on team news as well, specifically Rodri? I mean, how is he? Is he available for selection?
We'll see tomorrow, but I think we will not take risk. Now it's an international break afterwards, and you have to make the define, the moment that, it's feel strong, feel fit, and can sustain the actions in the game so demanding, can sustain it proper. So you have to make that step because still we are in November. The best part of the season is ahead of us, and we need him. So still we are playing without the Ballon d'Or the 2 seasons ago, how important, massively important player for us, and we are desperate, to have him back, knowing that Nico right now has become a really, really important and good player.
Pep, when you look at all you've achieved, the way you've played, the way you've done it, your influence in so many countries, how do you feel when people talk about you as the greatest manager there's ever been? What's your...
They are completely right. Every era is every. So I think the influence of many managers have been through the history. So of course I can say I've been part of that because the numbers explain and have been success, and I think have been nice to watch our teams. So yeah, I'm there. that I never start when asked me. I remember my first game here. I never started thinking I want to be the best. I never. Mom and dad don't give me the competitiveness, but not this. I want to die. I want to kill for be the best. No. I'm fine with myself with defeats. I'm fine with accepting that I'm not good, and I'm not about that. And always, I never go back. It's happened because I had, like your colleague said, have extraordinary clubs. Without that, you cannot have that number. But at the same time, you have this opportunity, and I did it, or we did it. At the same time, most of the managers as well, given a big clubs, they cannot be for a long time being there. The amount of titles or consistent, especially in the Premier Leagues, in the Ligas and Bundesligas, winning. So that's why I didn't start thinking of that, and I don't think of that. And at the end, when retired or everything, okay, Pep and his people did that, that's fine. Everything is fine.
I know there's been 715 wins, so it's very difficult, I think, like you were saying to one of my colleagues, to pick out a win. But has there been a game that for you has felt like the purest moment? I don't know whether maybe the 3-1 2011 final against United, or the 4-0 against Real Madrid here, or one of the El Clasicos.
Yeah, there are.
Is the one that if someone put a gun to your head and said you have to pick a game that stands out for you?
You name 3 or 4 that everybody remember, that, and it's true. So I think that the second half United Champions League final in Wembley, the first minute, second half until 3-1, that moment defined, I think, the way we want to play in Barcelona. But in Barcelona was another games, the World Cup against Santos, for example, or Madrid, some games, and always a happy, tough defeats. Then they destroy us, or destroy me as a rival. I accept it. I lost against Madrid 4-0 in Allianz Arena, or it happened. So it's in the balance and everything. But of course, in my memories, they have games that everybody knows. It would be nice to remember. Yeah, but I would not choose once, to be honest.
For the embargo from Simon, please.
Hi Pep, just on Liverpool, last season when you faced them, it was sort of at the height of when you had so many injuries and so many problems. How different is the feeling going into this game?
I think we are better in the feeling, but I have to prove it again. I think the last 2 victories help us a lot, and after defeating the 3 victories, after defeating in Aston Villa, I think Swansea helped us a lot to win in the way we played. We showed many good things in that game, attacking a low block, especially the second half, and the Bournemouth in that game now. And the game against Dortmund helped us a lot, but we know the rival that we have. I saw the game against Madrid, the quality that they have. In all positions is outstanding. So it's a top team. But we are with our people. Hopefully they come to celebrate my anniversary in the stadium, and together you can beat an important rival.
And with kind of Ryan Cherky and Omar against Swansea, and since, do you feel like you've now got players in the 11 and in the squad that can make the difference on Sunday?
Try again.
In the 11 and on the bench that maybe you really kind of lacked last season?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You see the bench now, you have weapons to change dynamic, change systems, and change. Always I ask them to be ready. So the guys in the bench in minute 1 have to feel they are playing there. That they have to play the game, being outside for the minute 1 and be ready. Because they are, today the people who come on the bench, they are a huge impact. And of course, having the back is, last season we didn't have that. So most of the part. I think was the main reason. Other ones, but was the main reason.